I'm always thinking like there's people right now that are working harder than you right now, and you're sitting in bed. The biggest thing I learned about track is like whatever you think that you can't do, I promise if you work on it, you could definitely do it. Like track is such a thing that open your eyes on what your limits are as a person or as a human being. Like you can push past those limits. You can work harder. You can always improve on yourself. I say it's really like a process that you gotta trust.
Hi, welcome to Purpose, a documentary where we study the mindset of all athletes of all natures. Today I'm here with one of my good friends who grew up in Mableton, Georgia. He's a future PT at Brewston Parker College. He ranked third in the region of 110 hurdles and fourth in the 300 hurdles. And he also was voted best hurdler of last year at Carlton J. Kill High School with my good friends, Stephan.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Good, man. First off, I had to ask, why track, of all things?
Track. As a kid, I was watching like the Olympics. Usain Bolt, all them competitors back in the day. I really felt like that sport I could get immersed in. You know what I'm saying? Like watching with my brother or with my dad the Olympics and like the races and all that stuff. I felt like that's a sport that I could easily devote myself to and actually like become something good in it.
No, actually, so like even you can't cheat track at all. So what keeps you the most disciplined? Because a lot of people, even when they run track, they get discouraged and all, and they can't run their race right. So what keeps you disciplined in these harsh moments?
Sometimes it's real hard, bro. Like I know, especially when I know like a practice is gonna be like grueling. Like, I don't even want to be getting up to go to school, especially that senioritis, man. Like,
Yeah.
but like you gotta like have that mindset of the fact that like you gotta know there's people that are just working harder than you. If I actually want to be good, and if I actually want to do this, I have to think about the people who are working right now. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people while I'm in bed working, being better, and actually like getting above me, and that's what makes me motivated.
Yeah, every breath, every step, every move matters. So it's like, scenario when you're at your track, when you're at your meets, and your race is getting called up. You at the 100-yard line. You have a 100-yard walk to that starting line. What's going through your mind, and how do you kind of maintain whatever is going through your mind?
So at that point, I'm already like locked in. I'm not really thinking about much. Honestly, I'm only thinking about my race, like how I'm about to run it. I run scenarios in my head, like how I'm about to like attack the hurdle, how I'm about to get out, on the blocks, all of that. I'm running simulations of how the race is gonna go in my head, over and over and over again until I'm on the line, ready to go.
Right.
Well, you have to believe that you are the most hungry on the field. Like you got to think that I am the best right now. Like there's nobody on this line that's gonna beat me. I want this more than anybody, and that's how you have to think about if you want to actually win a race.
And you definitely especially when you're lined up with some dogs, and have you ever been intimidated by anybody who you look to your left, you look to your right, and you see these people who are just like insane, like maybe bigger, smaller, whatever. Just like, so how you deal with being intimidated by somebody?
Honestly, I don't really get like intimidated over somebody's like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's been people that's like I know are better than me. Like I know I see them, like I've seen them run before probably, and I know they're better than me. Yeah. I don't really ever get intimidated. I probably get like excited just to see how I face between like somebody at that level, who's at a greater level than me. But like it's fun, honestly. I like it.
I feel you. For me, like I've never, I can't say never. I've definitely been intimidated, but it's like it's the focus factor of it when you get on that line, and when you realize it's just you on that track.
Yeah.
So what type of competitor would your teammates say you were?
I say my teammates, they see me as like more silent, especially like during the meet. I'm real like short on words. Like I'm focused on what I'm about to do, and like when I get on the line, I execute. So I'm very determined. I'm very like, I put my head down, I work.
Especially when you have someone like Poteet in your corner.
Oh yeah.
And coaches. I never understood how important coaches are until I ran track. Every football coach, soccer coach, they important. But like when you have a track coach who teaches you how to run, really teaches you how to run, it's a different experience than a football coach who is specialized in this, or a soccer coach who specializes in that. So like you have all these weapons just on your back, and it's crazy how it just everything just collides into one, especially when you start from zero. So do you feel like when you even started track, do you feel like this was like basically your purpose?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't know where it was gonna go, because I was just like I said before, it was kind of like, why not? You know what I'm saying? You always want to do it. Why not just do it? And then I fell in love with it, and I love it now.
Right.
I'm still here doing it because I don't know where else I would be doing.
What would you tell that either your younger self or just that freshman that's currently getting discouraged and just doesn't have a path on their sport or track?
Honestly, I say it's really like a process that you gotta trust. Like as a kid, like freshman, I'm like, I was always like a perfectionist, so I'm doing things that like I hated that the fact that I did, like, oh, I'm like stuttering over the hurdle or whatever. But it's just things that get you to the point where you can be better, and be like the runner that you are today. Right. So you got to visualize the person that you want to be, and work towards doing that.
Right. Yeah. So like you said, stuttering over the hurdle. So what does failure feel like to you?
Failure is just another means to success. You gotta fail. Like there's no point in track where you can just be good. Like you gotta fail at something to learn how to do it right. It's all about trial and error, working on it, fixing it, improving. You can always improve in track, and that's what I love about it. Yeah,
it's such a youth sport. That's why I really fell in love with it, because it definitely taught me discipline, and definitely it showed me you win a race, it's on you. You lose a race, you know what you need to do and pick up on. And I feel like it definitely showed me a different side, and it definitely opens your mind to a lot of things. So what's the biggest thing track has taught you, just in general, as a person or even as an athlete?
Self-improvement is really big in track, like you said. And it's like, the biggest thing I learned about track is like, whatever you think that you can't do, I promise if you work on it, you can definitely do it. Like, track is such a thing that opens your eyes on what your limits are as a person or as a human being. Like, you can push past those limits. You can work harder. You can always improve on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, it's been good talking to you, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. Thank you for having me.
Of course.